I hope you are not one of the people that believe the head and shoulder strategy doesn't work. If you are using it the wrong way. Forget support and resistance, forget trend line. The best way to know when the market is about to change the trend is by using the head and shoulder strategy. In this video, I will show you what to avoid, how to maximize profit, conditions for entry, stop loss, and take profit. If at the end of this video you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and on your notification bell.
Hello guys, welcome back, and I'm going to explain everything from scratch so that you understand me better, and make sure you watch this video to the end. Now, the main purpose of the head and shoulder strategy is to spot when the market is about to reverse. For example, you can see that in this scenario the market was on an uptrend. The best way to spot when the market is about to change to a downtrend is when you see the head and shoulder structure. And how do you spot this? You spot this by identifying 5 swing points, which I always label as X, A, B, C, D, E. Not just swing points, but there are special ways that you must identify this, which I'm going to explain to you in this video. You can see that the market is on an uptrend here, which means we are looking for change of trend, and that means we'll be looking for a short position. The first thing you have to do is to identify a swing low and label it as X. You can see it here, right? The next thing is for you to identify a swing high after X that is above X. You can see it here and label it as A. After A, we look for another swing low. The swing low must be below A and above X, then label it as B. After that, you will look for another swing high. Now this swing high, you will label it as C, and it must be above A. You can see it here. The next thing is for you to look for a swing low and label it as D. D must be below swing high A, and it must be around swing low B. What do I mean by around swing low B? Let me bring out an object to display it better for you to see. This is what I'm saying. You can use like a triangle object to mark the region of B. Let's say the region of B, you can see it here. This is B. The candle that formed B, the swing low that formed B, you can see it here. The candle, you can place a triangle around that side, around the candle, the high price and the low price of the candle. That is where swing low D must be for it to be qualified to be D. And also the swing low E will be the next thing, swing high E rather will be the next thing you are looking for. To identify swing high E, it must be around, I shouldn't have deleted that object, but let me bring it back. Swing IE must be around swing IA. You can see it is not too far from it, so that it has to form head and shoulder, just like this C is the head, A is the neck, A is the shoulder, and E is the shoulder. You can also say D is the neck and B is the neck. So both B and D are the necks, A and B, A and E are the shoulder, and C is the head. After you are done identifying X, A, B, C, D, E, the next thing is for you to wait for the market to cross and close below D. You can see this is D. The next thing we are going to wait is for a candle to cross and close below D. And in this case, you can see that the market has crossed and closed below D. Immediately the candle that crossed below D close, you place a sell trade. I already turned the strategy into an indicator. That's why it is showing on my screen this way without me needing to draw anything on the chart. Now, after placing the sell trade, your stop loss will be at swing IE. You can see that the indicator is already displaying it. Your stop loss will be at swing IE, and your take profit will be at X. But you can see that in this case, the take profit was not placed at X, and the reason is because it is not advisable to enter a trade that is not up to 1:1. If X is too close to the entry point, and when you calculate your stop loss and your take profit is not up to 1:1, the best thing is for you to make sure your take profit is at least 1:2 in this case. But in many cases, if X is far enough to be more than 1:1, your take profit should be at X. But in this case, because it is close, your take profit should be 1:2 of whatever you are risking. The tricky part of this strategy is that sometimes, even after forming E, the market will not cross this D on time. And it's very important for the market to cross D on time so that we won't be entering the trade when the market has already been forming another structure already. Let me look for an example here. Okay, this is a great example here of head and shoulder that wants to change to an uptrend. You can see that this is head and shoulder X, A, B, C, D, E. After E, the market did not cross D on time. It took a long period before crossing it, and you can see that the indicator did not give a buy signal. The reason is that, let me use a real world scenario. I will use the cross bar tool to count the number of bars from X to E. You can see that from X to E, we have a total of 85 bars. You can see it on the screen using the cross bar. Now, we'll be waiting for a candle to cross and close above D. Let me place an horizontal line on D. This is D. We are waiting for a candle to cross and close above this line. There is a crossing here, but the candle did not close above that crossing, right? Which means within the next 85 bars from E, at least there must be a crossing. Let me count 85 bars, 60 bars, 65. Okay. From E to this particular place, we have 85 bars. We did not get any candle that crossed and closed above D. That means the head and shoulder is no longer valid. Let me see if I will see another signal so that I will explain again like I did here. Okay, you can see in this case here we have another head and shoulder. The one I explained earlier was for if you want to place a sell trade, but if you want to place a buy trade, you need to look for a swing high, label it as X. Then from there, look for a swing low, label it as A. A must be below X. Then you need to look for a swing IB. B must be above A and below X. Then you need to look for swing IC, which is the head, which means it must be below A. Then you look for swing ID rather. Swing ID must be around swing IB because they are both the neck. Then after that, you need to look for swing low E. Swing low E must be around swing low A. Then after that, you need to wait for the market to cross above swing ID. Then you can place an horizontal line on swing ID. Once you place an horizontal line on swing ID and the candle cross and close above that line, you place a buy trade. Your stop loss will be at E. You can see that this is where your stop loss is. This is where the buy signal was. Your stop loss is here, but we could not place the take profit as X because normally the take profit should be at X, but because the risk reward ratio will be too small, then the indicator made the risk reward ratio 1:2. That's why you can see it there. Let me see if we see another signal. Okay, you can see that in this scenario also we see another signal here, a buy signal head and shoulder, a buy signal TP. Then we got another head and shoulder here, a buy signal, then TP. So let's do a live back test with the indicator to see how it works. You can see here that the market is gradually forming like head and shoulder. This is X, this is A, this is B, this is C, this should be D, then E. Once E forms, you can see that once E forms, we have like a sell signal, right? In some cases, we might get more than one signal, but the indicator will only record one. In this case, we have one signal, right? Because the candle crossed below D, we got a sell signal. The take profit is X, right? Now, we got another signal again. The take profit is no longer, the X is no longer 1:1. So because the X is too close to the entry point, then the take profit was moved to 1:2. It gave two signal with just this head and shoulder. Let's see if it will end up being a win. It will most likely be a win from the back test I did before. Can you see? We got to the take profit. Let's keep back testing if we are going to see another head and shoulder signal again. You can see this is head and shoulder signal, but if it waited too long, okay, this head and shoulder is no longer valid because we did not get a crossing above D on time, so it's no longer valid. Again, we got another head and shoulder, too long, so we did not get any crossing, so it is no longer valid. That is why the indicator did not give any signal here. Let's continue with the back test. If we are going to get another signal, okay, you can see here we have head and shoulder. Then the next thing we'll be waiting for is a candle to cross above the swing ID. Let's wait and see. Immediately it closed, you see it gave a buy signal immediately. The stop loss was placed at E, and the take profit was 1:2 of whatever you are risking, TP. Let's wait till we see another signal again. Another signal. Okay, two signals. Now, I didn't mean you have this indicator in this scenario. You'll be holding two signals at two buy trades at the same time, because we have two head and shoulder. The market entered here, the TP, SL, another head and shoulder, the entry point, SL and TP. You can see, and both trades were both win. Now, this is head and shoulder for sale. Sometimes the indicator will not display the triangle color, because in MC5, anytime you are displaying anytime you place two objects of the same color in the same place, they will not show. It means anytime you are not seeing the triangle, it means two signals at the same time. You can see that a sell trade, TP1, TP2, you can see both, right? So that is basically how it works most times. And sometimes you can place your take profit around X if you are not comfortable with. If it is too far, you can modify this trading strategy. Like I always say, no trading strategy is perfect. Always try to modify any trading strategy that I explain. For example, in this place, let's see if it is a win, but you can't hold the trade for this long, but it is 5 minutes time frame. You can hold it, but eventually, can you see, most times it will definitely be win, but not perfect. Sometimes it is not wins. You might have losses back to back, and you might have wins back to back. That is the way it works. Let's see if we are going to get another signal again. This is 5 minutes time frame, by the way. Let's see what we get now. That is a buy trade, and this one is a loss. Can you see it is not perfect? I just want you to see that there can be losses also. So that is it on that trading strategy. It is not perfect, but it is very good for your analysis. It works most of the time on average. So if you click the link in the description, it will take you to this website where you can purchase the indicator. It also comes with trend catcher indicator for free, so that will be like bonus. Apart from this head and shoulder indicator, it will also come along with the trend catcher indicator for free. So if you find this video helpful, make sure you like this video, comment your questions, I will answer you as fast as possible. Make sure you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be notified. Bye.